Hi, how's it going, guys? This is Tyler from SNEAKERstyle. This episode is going to be another review video. I'm going to go ahead and compare this pair of shoes right here to the black toes and the band 1s. I went ahead and picked up the Jordan 1 top 3.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so the Jordan 1 top 3 is a mixture between the three arguably most popular Jordan 1 models to ever come out. The Bred ones, the Royal ones, and the Chicago ones. I realize these are black toes, but it's very similar. I wanted to compare the materials between the models that have come out in 2016 compared to the mixture of a bunch of different models. There will be a release of the Royal ones this coming year. I'm not sure when the next Chicago release will be because they did come out in 2015. But the one thing, when you look at these shoes right here, the one thing that gives away that it's a Chicago colorway as the third shoe and not the black toe colorway is that the tongue on the right shoe right here is a tongue of the Chicago one. The black toe, as you can see right here, has a white Nike Air tab with the black lettering, and the only one that has the red tab with the white lettering is the Chicago one. So these are definitely a mixture between the Chicago ones, the Royal ones, and the Breds. So to start it off, I'll talk about what part of the shoes are representative of which model, and any of the white parts, as you can see on the shoe, those will be reminiscent of the Chicago one. And the insides of these shoes, both insides look like either the Royal or the Band, depending on which one you look at, and then the toe box is the opposite. So it looks like a band shoe with the Royal toe box, and then this one looks like the Royal shoe with the Band toe box, and then the outside kind of looks like a black toe. I just, in general, I like the fact that they mixed a bunch of them together. At first, when they first got announced, and I saw the preview pictures, I wasn't sure how I was gonna like them all that much. But as time passed, they really grew on me. I think that they look really sick. I think they're unique, and I think they're kind of reminiscent of one of my favorite pairs, the Lance Mountain ones. The Lance Mountains are a pair. There was a black and white colorway, and like those are two different shoes. And the black ones, they both are one Royal shoe, one Royal Jordan 1 and one Bred Jordan 1, and then they paint over a left and a right of each colorway with all white or all black, and then over time it wears away. And then to show what shoe, it shows the cool Royal and Band shoe that's underneath. So you have one of each on your feet. And so I want to pick a pair of those up someday, because that is one of my favorite Jordan 1s. I think that concept is super awesome. And besides that, I think my favorite Jordan 1 is the Shatter backboards, just because I really like orange and I think they look very sleek. But in terms of something similar to having like something different on the left and the right foot, I think they did a great job making this colorway. And after putting them on my feet and seeing them on other people's feet, I think they look really good. You could wear them with kind of a plain outfit and just have them be as a statement piece. I've heard a lot of people worrying about not being able to match with things, because it is kind of silly. There is a bunch of different colors, and if you really want to, you can go ahead and put either the red, blue, white, or white laces on here. But I think I'm just going to stick with the black laces, because I think the black laces look the best with my outfits and such. But maybe for 4th of July or something, I might break out one of each and put them on the shoes and just have a really cool red, white, and blue shoe. But these are something that can be kind of hard to match with, but like I said, I think you have to just use these as kind of a statement piece. When I looked at myself in the mirror and wearing these just khaki colored pants, they looked really good. So I don't think they're really going to be as hard to match with as people were talking about. And then another thing that people were saying about these that they didn't really like was the quality of the material. And really, I feel like at this point, people need to stop really caring about the quality of the material, because all these shoes that come out, like I mentioned in my last video, I have a video on the black toe ones that came out, and on that video I mentioned how I'm not a huge fan of people being all hyped over like tumbled leather and how soft the leather has to be, because really, since the beginning of Jordan Brand, they've been using synthetic leather. It's a way to cut costs. They're not going to make 100,000 pairs with real leather. That's why they have the pinnacle versions and the premium models that are about $400. And honestly, I'm not even sure if the leather on those is real. It might feel real, but it might not be. But all these ones that are 160 bucks, even the shattered backboards and the original shattered backboards, those ones that everybody is like, oh, the tumbled leather is really awesome, and all the orange parts and the white parts and everything is the shoe is the best made. I think the best constructed Jordan 1 is the 2009 Shadows. I really want to get those. You could see the full grain. It looks like those might be made of real leather. But anyways, in terms of stuff that's being released nowadays, when I do feel around the heel, around the ankle support on the black toes, it does feel like this leather is softer than the leather used on the top threes. And then everybody says that the best Jordan 1 of this year was the band ones, and really there is a difference in the softness of the materials. So like all this stuff, tumbled leather right here, is very soft to the touch, and it actually is pretty appealing to feel. But I think I like that Jordan 1s, that they're kept for the most part, at least the original colorways, they're kept with the standard leather, because that's what they came with originally. So the fact that they're going to use the Chicago, the Bred, and the Royal colorways to make this shoe as a whole, I feel like it's only justified to keep the materials the standard leather. Because standard leather, after all, that smoothed out leather, it is just taking the full grain leather and taking layer off, layer by layer, and it ends up becoming smoother. So really, that's how leather is brought down to this nice, really fine grain that you see when you look up close and you barely see any divots or anything at all whatsoever. The way you get that is you sand away the grain. So I get people wanting the tumbled leather and liking the softness of the material and stuff. I do get it. It does look closer to authentic. But in terms of a shoe that's going to pay homage to three extremely, extremely iconic colorways, I feel like standard leather is the right way to go. And it's not necessarily the softest leather used on here, but it's not awful. There's no glue stains everywhere. I feel like these are actually pretty well constructed. I like them a lot, and I plan on wearing them a lot. I'm very excited. I was super excited to get these, and once I put them on my feet, like I said, I just got 10 times more excited. They look really, really good on feet, and they're sure to turn some heads. So if you want to get these, the resale price isn't too high right now. I don't expect the sale price to be much above $300, like max. Jordan Brand has been doing really good at killing the resale game, and that's something that I give them a lot of props for. Adidas isn't doing too great with that right now. They like to keep their stuff all limited, but the fact that Jordan made the True Blue 3s a general release, they made these band ones were basically a general release. The reason that they sold out so quick is just because of the demand. Everybody wants a pair of ones, and they want the original ones. And so even if you get about 70-80 pairs of these in any given store, they're going to sell out on day one no matter what, just because it's this shoe. It's the band one. Everybody loves these. Everybody loves the Royals. Everybody loves the Chicagos, black toes, whatnot. The one will always sell out unless it's a new colorway that doesn't have like a specific storyline behind it. Like shattered backboards have a pretty cool story behind them, and their insoles are really dope. And the construction, like they did do really good on the build of those. So I am a big fan of the shattered backboards. But anyways, yeah, if you want to get yourself the top threes, they shouldn't cost you too much. Shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg to go buy, and they're not going to be $400 or $500. They were more limited than some of the most recent releases. Like these are more limited than the True Blues, that's for sure. But they're not gonna cost so much that you're not gonna be able to get a pair. You should be able to find some between $200 to maybe $325, absolute max. So yeah, I hope you like this review. These shoes are super sick. I hope you like them as much as I did. I know they're not for everybody, but I was very excited to get them, and I'm very happy with the results. So I hope you guys like the review. Please like and subscribe. I will be having more customs out very soon, and I will have more performance reviews. Expect me to be reviewing a bunch of the cool stuff that comes out. Seems like I might have come up on a good connection, so I might be getting some limited stuff to show you guys. So stay tuned for some really cool videos coming out. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.